G'day mates, Jacaro Toro here, and on this channel I focus on Australian Aboriginal languages, cultures, history, and so on. And this is the third video about person marking, or perhaps better described as bound pronouns in Australian languages. And this time I would like to compare three languages, Panyjima languages from the Pilbara region of Western Australia. Because the fact is that we find great differences there in that region. So in Nyamal we have a full set of subject marking, bound pronouns, and only the subject is marked on the verb. By the way, these bound pronouns occur on the verbs in all three languages. So a full set here, a limited set in Ngarla, Nyamal, and Ngarla are closely related, as anyone who has taken a look at both languages has seen. But as you can see here, they are different. And in fact, in Panyjima, we only find two bound pronouns. And they only occur in imperatives. So, ni for first person singular object. I have written down an example here, didn't write it on the board, it was sort of getting crowded. But we have Manyjilyjarra, mando, meat, give me, Manyjilyjarra, give me meat. We have first person singular benefactive is the other one, jo, as in, for example, pana katimaju paba padarala. Here this is about water, paba. Bring water in a bark bowl for me, benefactive. Yes, Alan Dench, Professor Alan Dench, has studied Panyjima, and he writes that there are cognates for these two bound pronouns in languages to the east of Panyjima, and he compares, for example, ju in Panyjima with ju in Manyjilyjarra to the east. Manyjilyjarra, which is a Western Desert dialect. Yes, I am the one who has described Ngarla, and I found, you can see the limited set here, I found that with all tense, aspect and mood distinctions, Pula marks third person dual, and ja marks third person plural. In all tense, aspect and mood distinctions, save for in the imperative. In the imperative where jara also turns up. So here in the imperative, pula marks second person instead of third person, and ja marks second person instead of third person. Is this strange? Well, maybe it is, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is that while Nyamal is different here, we find exactly the same thing with Nyamal, pulu and ja. And as it so happens, I have only found one example that shows that pulu in imperatives marks a second person dual instead of third person. But at least there is one example, this one here. Yanta pulu Ngarla. So you two go, husband and wife, is what that becomes in English, something like that. Ngarla means the husband and wife couple. And so the same thing with ja, as in ngara. So nyinya, use it. Not they sit, use it, since this is an imperative. And as you can see here, by the way, imperatives in Nyamal are formed either by a bare verb stem, no imperative suffix is added, this stands for 0, or you can use ka. So pajakaya, you eat, not they eat. Yes, one more thing about this. I have in other videos discussed inclusive and exclusive, that distinction, and dual. One thing I would like to point out that in many languages that have bound pronouns, if there is one person that is 0 marked, that is to say that does not have an overt affix associated with it, it's third person singular. This is very common to find around the world. And that is exactly what we find in Nyamal as well. We have 1 0 marked person, and that is precisely third person singular. Yes, but I ran out of space, so this will have to be all for today. But as I'm sure you know, I will be back. So, see you later.